Well, this is a fabulous place. I've made my way down to a place called Bevere, and the locals actually call this place Bevere. And not only am I going fishing with a well-known angler and barbel fishing expert, Mike Burden, but we're also going to be fishing a piece of water controlled by the retired lock keeper, Don Smith, who's actually going to let us fish down there. So if you're watching this, Don, good on you, son. I'm really looking forward to a couple of hours of really nice fishing. Well, this is every bit as nice as I thought it was. And there's Mike Burden over there. I'm looking forward to this. Now, Mike, if you don't mind me saying so, you've been around fishing a few years. There's a bit of water passed under your rod. How did you start fishing?
Well, I've been fishing all my life. I started when I was about 4 years old with a net and a jam jar, bringing, minnows back and that sort of thing that died. Then I got a rod that was a proper rod. And I started fishing for perch, massive perch, about 3 ounces.
Yeah. On the subject of catching a big one.
Yeah.
I went for a walk around this weir pool, as you know,
Yeah.
before we sat down to have a chat.
Yes.
And you know what I've got in my hand here, but I'm going to show everybody at home. Just check this out. It's a small skimmer bream, and I found this at the side of the weir pool. And can you see how the scales have been scraped off this fish here?
Something's had it, yeah.
And look at the lacerations. Now those are made by a pike's teeth. So for whatever reason, a pike came in, nailed this and dropped it or lost it. Now I don't know why, but it will make a perfect bait. I'm going to try and catch that pike. Let's give it a go. I'll just sink and draw this round the pool for a while and see if he's still about. Let's hit the water with a real splat anyway. We'll just fish it back. Nice and steady, just sink and draw it round the pool.
I'm sure you'll catch it.
Well,
I'm sure I've got every confidence, Matt, that you will.
We'll see
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Just trying to make the fish look as if it's alive, really, by twitching it back through the pool. Oh, there's a bite. He's got it. He's got it. The pike just literally lunged up from under the shelf and he's taken the fish. I'm just wondering if he's still got it on. He stopped moving. Hang on.
Yes, still got it.
Let's just wind down and... Yes, he's on. Oh, nice fish too. Well, how about that? Well, it's not that big a fish, Mike, is it?
No.
Doesn't want to... Look at that. It's almost tail walking.
Yeah.
That's quite deceptive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a much bigger fish than that. Well done. Well,
That's been caught.
look at this. This fish has been had itself by a big pike as well. Look at its tail.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Mike would back me up on this. If you've never been pike fishing before or you're nervous of pike, don't fish for them. Because they will bite you if you don't know what you're doing. If you're confident, you go with someone who knows how to handle them and can show you, they're perfectly harmless. But the biggest danger with pike, in my opinion, is not so much the fish biting you, but the danger of you getting any flying hooks caught in your hand when you try to pick the fish up. We'll let this pike go back to the weir pool so it can go off and wreak some more havoc. Well, after that bit of excitement, here's another bit, actually. Something's just picked up my feeder fish bait.
Could be a big one because it's going upstream.
Oh, it's a chub. Nice one, too. Well, that's not a bad fish, Mike. Thank you very much, sir. A fine bit of gillying. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, that's a good start, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
It's not the most mint condition one I've ever seen, but a bit of an old warrior, really.
I think the older they are, the more dilapidated
They do,
are.
yeah. They've seen a few battles and probably been grabbed by one or two pike themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll drop this one back into the pool. It's quite incredible here, actually, folks. It's beautiful on the edge of this pool. There's little minnows playing around the edge. In fact, as I ease this chub out, I can see a little group of minnows in front of me now. I've got another nice fish on here, Mike.
Yeah.
Might be a big chub actually, this one. It's either that or it's a barbel. Oh, he's getting a bit of line back. It's a cracking spot, this. It's fighting like a barbel anyway. There it is. Yeah. Incredibly strong fish, incredibly. He's in.
Look at all the orange fins. How orangey they are. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And you really can't knock that. These are absolutely mint conditioned fish. That's really beautiful. So I reckon that's a very apt time to say, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for on this mainstream. But join me again next time when I'll be travelling further down the path they call the Severn Way, and I'll be even further down the river. See you again.